Welcome in, gang. I'm extremely late, but we here. You feel me? I'm late, but we're here. What's the market doing? Holy. Not a lot of crazy. I'm late. Does it feel good? No. Work is work. Now we gotta just dial in here. New stream, gang. And we reached up to 300 yesterday. Insane. Weird push there. Yo, Twister. Missed you, bro. How you doing? Good morning, bro. Congrats on your journey. Came across your vids and was up till 2 a.m. watching them. Hell yeah, Patrick. Welcome in, fam. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Appreciate the message and y'all boys being here right off the rip. Twister, it's been a while, King. How we doing? All right, boys. Friday, we ripped all the way up. Starting to think we have a little bit of bearish options in here, but it's tricky. What did I miss this morning? Couple minutes behind. That's on me. This is opening print candle here. So opening print price was at the 300s exactly, and we closed down to the 77s. That means a lot, though, Patrick. Thank you for that, man. Hope your trading's going well too. Obviously, you're a trader, so you're a Topstep fan, or how you trading these markets right now? It's just been crazy at all-time highs, huh? Just been crazy at these all-time highs. Hourly candle, we swept to take all this out. Overnight London, is that London? Yeah, no, just Asia. So London started here. All right, we got some options in here. Think we could find some sells. It's early, so I don't want to rush into anything too crazy. Let me get my box here. This is opening print price. So this is... Oh, also we have news. Also we have some news, gang. This is the bottom. This is kind of our box here for the first 15-minute range. Thanks, bro. Quit my job and trying to pass combines for almost a year now. Holy shit. The commitment. I love it, man. So you had some savings or what? That's some king shit right there. Yo, Spitz. Appreciate you, bro, for waiting. I know I was behind today. Work got crazy, so I got caught up. But 20 minutes behind. That's on me. I know. I'm almost glad that I missed it just because of how weird this is right now. I couldn't catch you live this week, but I'm watching the replays. Hey, Twister. You don't know how much that means, bro. I know those likes come in at the end. Those are from you. When I'm getting those likes... Glad you're stopping in and fucking watching. Hopefully we don't blow these ones, eh? These are our last combines for the month on Topstep, so hopefully there's something. All right, boys, let's get serious here. Let's get focused. 15-minute range is a little ugly. We have news coming out here in about 1 minute. Michigan sentiment isn't super, super crazy, though, so we did sweep bottom of the 15-minute low. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times this bottom's been supported. Even more if you're counting overnight. So it's like, I don't know. I'm kind of anticipating these to get broken through here. This bottom at the 50s, the 23 250s, but we'll see what happens. I build cars on the side, but gonna make this my full-time gig. Hell yeah. Yeah, you will, bro. Takes time. Keep showing up. If you've been if you've been doing this for a year now, you're getting better. So that's cool shit. Fixing cars is cool too, though. Let's see what we got here, gang. Yesterday was just, I mean, come on. Yesterday was just, you know. And then this morning we're coming up here. We're sweeping into this high. So I want to see the reaction at these bottoms here. We've reacted off at 5 different times, lots of times, even if you count overnight. So could be looking for a long here, but whoa. There's the Michigan sentiment news. Holy volatility off of that. That's kind of making me want to try to join these longs. We'll see, though. I'm going to be a little bit more patient. I think if a closure above the VWAP and a closure above these 80s, I would consider hopping in along here. Would be sweet to sweep the 236s, then go up. 236, huh? What's down here? Overnight low, yeah. Or this previous spot from yesterday's bottom. I don't mind that either. Quite an interesting candle off the Michigan sentiment, though. More volatility than I expected to see. About 40-point candle with a bit of a rejection at the top. I am feeling bearish overall for today, even though we're just been going straight up. So I guess it's kind of like at my own will, or my own discretion here. Pretty big rejection there. Candle got all the way up to these highs and swept back down. It's tricky, tricky, gang. It's tricky, tricky, gang. Let's be careful here. I wanted to see this bottom. I mean, this bottom is weird. Like, look, 1 touch, 2 touch, 3, 4, 5 now off of this candle. Like, we're just dancing at a weird price. So usually when you see a super flat bottom like that, they don't typically just hold. I mean, obviously nothing holds forever, but just we'll see what happens. I would like a little dip into like these 30s, kind of like you're seeing Spitz. It'd be nice, but we're gonna be patient here. Patience is how we get paid, gang. Let's go. I think the 320s was the high of the day. See, I like that you're thinking that, Twister, because I'm kind of on that same opinion. This hourly candle here swept through overnight highs, and then we inverted back into this bottom. We're kind of trying to hold it right now, but I agree with you. I'm kind of looking bearish. Maybe get a short in around these like 80s, 280s level. We'll see. How long you been trading, bro? No huge dump, but a rangy Friday. I hate rangy Fridays. I want a trendy Friday. How long you been trading, bro? I've been trading consistently for a year now, like really consistently. And then before that, I had like, I don't know, a year and a half of like of experience, but it was nothing. I was not dedicated. I would just poke around. Started with options. Ended up trading into futures eventually. Lost like way too much money trading AMC's options. It was the time. I was 19, but man, it was fun. We learned, and now we're here. Kind of agreeing with you though, buddy. Twister, that could be the high of the day. We had a nice push and sweep. I'm just looking for an entry that makes sense. Maybe like a VWAP, maybe like an 80s. Higher day yesterday's push, like the 78s. Could make sense, like a 76 short, something like that. It's kind of what I'm looking at. I'm going to put one in here just to get it in. We'll see what happens. We start rejecting these bottoms. It could be a nice little move. But bang, back to the same bottom that's been supported a bunch of times. We'll see the reaction from these sellers. Are they finally going to get through here? Kind of feels like it after that sentiment there. Kind of feels like it a bit, you know what I'm saying? Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Back to this 50s level. This has been a big bottom. Starting to see it snap maybe here. Into the 40s. What's going to be the reaction from these buyers? Into these 40s, looking to see a little bit of a little reaction. Twister thinks a rangy day, even though we swept the highs. So we're just going to kind of be bouncing back and forth, possibly here. Only bottom that kind of makes sense is this 34s level. Would have liked to short back at the previous all-day high. Looks like we're missing it. Into the 40s. Let me just take a quick peek at the daily candle here. Oh my, it's hard to assume that after something so strong like that, we may just not continue there, but we'll see. We'll see. 249.25 is an unfinished auction. We might see a reaction from there. 49.25 is an unfinished. I like that. I like that a lot. We got to just see if the buyers are going to actually give up this 50s level, this 49 that you're talking about. That was very big, clearly supported, line in the sand. Or if we're going to go back, maybe sweep this little range of yesterday's push into like these 200s. What about potential long after seller's exhaust? Definitely possible. Right now, it's looking like our trending is pushing down. So I guess it would more just matter to see the structure, Patrick. Like, we start seeing like I said, like we like this sweep, you just want to, like, for sellers to be exhausted or for any of it, it's all just going to be like the structure, like how the candlesticks played out, what level we're at that is gauging the reaction. Like, are we at a level that even makes sense for the exhaustion? Because if not, typically it's just like a little trap. Market's starting to move though, off of this little bit of Michigan news. Selling into these 40s, as you can see, we're kind of, we'll slow it up here, even though we did get through this big level. Like, if a strong candle came in right now, Pat, and pushed us back above this level, this 249, like a strong buy candle, back into the 15-minute range as well, I would then consider maybe the long, because that would, to me, would look like buyers are stepping into a level here. But right now, I think we're just finding some sells into these bottoms. We'll see. I'm also kind of on the opinion that this is high of day, or technically high of week, right? So this 320s could be the high of the week, but we'll see. We'll see. Hey. Got exactly down to that 36 level there, Spitz. Kind of interested to see the reaction here now. Now that we're at a level that kind of makes sense. So if we start seeing some wicks, a reaction from the buyers, some better structure, and a retest, this could be the long patch. This could be the idea you're talking about for exhaustion at a level that makes sense. But right now, we're just going to be patient. We're starting to find some sells. Market's only been open for an hour, 30 minutes. Can't believe I'm so late today, gang. No bueno. Not good on me. Watching. Looks interesting. It does. I just want to see the reaction. Strong push back into this range could be pretty sexy, not gonna lie. Closure above these 51s again. Nice little push by the buyers. Could be interesting here. Closure above the 51s on this push candle. Could be interesting off a little bit of a retest on this. Especially if this gets back into the 15-minute range. Starting to find a little bit of buys here. Close exactly at the 51s. Okay. You haven't started with TPT yet. You're missing out on the daily payouts. Quit teasing me, Twister. Well, the thing is, Miro, as I may... Hopefully I don't have to, but these are my last set of combines for this set of month with Topstep. So let's just say, hypothetically, these accounts don't go our way. I don't want to say that, but if they did, I would be able to give... maybe take Profit Trader a little try, you know what I'm saying? Pushing back into these 45s, a little rejection off that 49 you were kind of talking about there, Twister, which was the EMA as well. Still interested in just gauging the reaction here. We're starting to support this 36 bottom. That was a yesterday's spot. So let's just see, gang. Let's be patient here. Starting to get some opportunities, maybe. That 9 a.m. or that 10 a.m. candle volume started to bring some opportunity, possibly. Starting to like the structure a little bit. Got to get above the EMA with this push. Don't mind the structure too much, though. It's kind of looking interesting. Daily payouts is such a sexy thing, though. You got this. Easy payout, Topstep, and TPT. Yeah, why am I not doing both? What am I doing? Take Profit Trader is awesome. The daily payouts is a game changer. I see a lot of the guys get funded, then switch to micros and take base hits for small daily payouts. Seems like a strategy. It does. I like that, Patrick. I'm not gonna lie. I'm willing to give it a whirl. Very much so. I just, for simplicity reasons, I like just keeping right now one account going, or one prop firm, but I would not mind taking another swing. What's this price here? This is previous day high, or this is, no, previous day high we're already at. This is previous week high, or Wednesday high. Tuesday high. So previous high of the week down at these 20s. Could be interesting. We're starting to get another reaction and a retest at this price. It's hard to not want to just take a stab at this here. I'm going to take one here, boys. We're going to take one, leave a tight stop. I just want to see if we can get a reaction here. Starting to feel like we're getting a little bit of structure. We are compressing below the EMA a little bit here, but damn it. Damn it, I wasn't the first one. Haha, not today, Kid Savvy, but happy to see you here. But I was a little late, so that's on me. Risking a little 200 points here, boys. 10 points. If we can get back above this EMA, I'm kind of liking the structure. Patrick, exactly. I'm doing it like this. Get out of the buffer and start farming. So that's the play, huh, gang? Little small daily payouts. I don't mind that idea, actually. My notifications weren't on. It's not you, gang. It was me. I was late today. Quite a bit late, actually. Let's see this push here. We got to try to get above the EMA by these buyers. Again, we're only risking 10 points. This is a risky long. I'm just trying to see if we can catch a little move. See if we can find this level that's being supported by these buyers. We may be dead water here. We'll see what happens. It's not looking the sexiest for us here, huh? We were starting to get a reaction at that price, but we'll see what happens. I feel like we may be in the dead water here. Trying to see if this bottom can hold. It's a pretty big level. Yeah, 500 by 5 is a 2.5 daily. See, when you say it like that, 2.5K in the bank on a daily basis. When you say it like that. Still getting some wicks here, boys. So, I don't know how to treat this right now. Getting some wicks in a reaction level. I don't mind it. Our stop is very susceptible. But we are getting some moves that make sense that it wants to hold here. But I do think we're going to break down. Okay, there it is. Yeah, there it is. Breaking down here. Finding into the 30s. Selling is pushing now. I really did not mind that long whatsoever. Good attempt. Now let's see if we can catch something else, huh? 500. So you have 5 accounts on TPT, and you just look for 500 a day. Why does that sound so sexy? It does. Pushing into previous high now at these 20s. Now we're gonna still be interested to see if we can see a reaction here. Why am I not doing both, huh? Oh, she gave us a bad fill on that too, and we lost an extra point. Maybe the 180, but who knows? Maybe the 180 cc's for the bottom. I don't mind that. Back into previous. I don't know. I don't know where this thing turned around here. Starting to get some pretty clean selling. I think the 17, possibly even the 23,200 whole number is going to give us some reaction. Selling just feels like, even though it's here, it just feels weird. Pad got stopped out. Sorry, King. Starting to get some moves here. Let's be patient. Bam. Finding the sells now. Now that we got through that 30s level, we're really starting to find some selling here. They swept through there. Still going to be watching. Just tracking. Find a spot where it makes sense. Opening print price was back at 300s. We're about 80 points from there. Pushing back in towards this level now. Compressing below the EMA. I think the 200 whole number is potentially on the table here. Was the high in the 15th of July. Was it 180 level? Okay. I have the actual high on that day, Spitz, at like the 220s. But the 180 level is a big supported level of that day. $205 is a good area for a buy, but just a quick scalp. Yeah, 200 whole number isn't a bad idea at all. I don't mind that idea for a long at the 200 whole number. 205 roughly. Let's see the reaction once we get down into there. Could be like the 190s. Like, you don't never know where it's really going to turn around. Starting to get a push now in here, though. We are going to be taking a buy at this at some point. Crazy to see the selling this strong. This hourly, this 9 o'clock candle was kind of the hint of that, in my opinion. Where'd that get down to? 206? Twister, you're a legend. You're a point off. That 205 level, he said. Potential. Hey. From the 208s here, 207s, back into the EMA at the 220s here. Just gauging here, boys. Might be interested in a long at this 20s level. Kind of think it could get ripped through, though, so. Starting to get some type of a reaction. Missed my limit order by 1 point. Yeah, dude, you were almost right there. It was almost a very sexy bottom call on your part. A point is diabolical. How do you gauge reactions? It's a couple things. Volume, levels, like where we're gauging with levels, like the speed of them. Yeah, like different price levels, like as in like some levels that aren't reacting off of like this coming down to this 200 is a strong reaction to me because we are at a whole number. We're starting to get a push by these buyers, as in this reaction for the turn here. If that's kind of what you mean, Patrick. I'm not sure if I'm answering your question correctly there, but I hope that's what you meant. All right, well, we're going to continue to wait for some structure on this price, but this move does look pretty supported so far off this 200. 205 is crazy that we missed that. I'm anticipating one more push down towards it. This like 215 level though, maybe 217. Yeah, absolutely, bro. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right. Buying is finding this 200 level to be decent, so I like that. We're at least getting some real support off that price. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa, 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 girl. What was that? That to me looks like shorts loading in at a price. My word. That was interesting. Hoping for the 180s. I almost just took a short here, boys. I'm going to try one. If we can get a fill back at this EMA price before this dies on us. See if we can get a fill before this just dies. I'd like to be in at the 28s. Don't want to get in at the 22s. Going to try to trail and get in a fill. Give me a fill here, girly. No, don't not fill me. Looking for a short, boys, at the 25s right now. Trying to just play with this momentum. I do feel we're just going to potentially break into these 200s now. Still trying the 25s. Might get a fill here on this push. Alright, we did. Let's see the reaction now. Still going to be risking just the 10 points. Want to see if this thing can really push through the bottom here now. We'd be targeting like potentially these 180s. That's kind of where my price is at right now. Gotta see if this can come in through though. Otherwise, the structure isn't looking too bad for long either, really. So, got to see the reaction on this candle. Want to see this thing push through here. Would even consider adding possibly. We get a break back towards this EMA. Starting to get this thing to break down, though. Got to get through this previous bottom at the 206s. I'm watching Tuesday's high, the 222 if we close above or below it. The 222 above or below. I like that. Want to see this thing break below this 07 level. Go try the 200s out. We did just get a push of it. Little reaction. Gonna leave our order here. Break even's coming on. Now we're just praying that this bottom dies out of here, boys. $200 whole number is going to be the reaction. Did we get to that 5 yet? Yeah, we did just get to the 5 for your limit order there, Twister. So if this 200 number is going to be the spot for the trampoline, we're going to get the reaction. Otherwise, we might get a push into these 80s. 200 whole number is going to be the line in the sand right now. Sellers look like they want it. Here's the 200s. Get back into there. Don't mind that push. Let's see this thing continue now. Potentially looking for the 180s. 189 maybe safer. Getting a decent move here. No, I canceled it. Missed the move. Word, okay. Yeah, at the 205. I assumed you did. I assumed you took that off. Nice push here into the 90s. We're going to leave our order at the 81s. Be happy with the 900 if we can grab it. Starting to get a decent move towards our price. Sellers are coming towards us right now, it looks like. We did just get to a spot where we could find a reaction at these 90s, so I'm trying to gauge that. We're asking for a little bit below that, but these 90s could be a bounce spot, so just going to be patient, try to gauge. Hit that TP. I know, we're getting teased here, Twister. Got to get through these 90s. Might consider adding back into this, depending on where we get a push. I really would have wanted to see those 80s get traded too, though. So, like I said, that 90s is always going to be a threat. Back into the 200 whole number now. This is kind of where we want to see the sellers show themselves. Ideally, we don't even get a close above this 206. Otherwise, we could be in danger. Danger, danger. Yeah, we might be washed on this. We're going to wait for the EMA to gauge, but strong push to the 200s with an inverse gap here and a close above it's kind of strong, in my opinion. Kind of a strong reaction, in my opinion. Damn, we were so close to getting that TP. Unfortunately. Hope 205 doesn't hold. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm praying for, but I hope we don't even hold 200, really. I want to see this thing push back down here. Decent move. This bottom's going to be the real fear. This 90s level one more time is going to be the real obstacle. This 90 is going to be the real obstacle here. Potentially going to close this if we hold this 200 number. If this sellers don't hold this 200 down, I'm going to probably get out of this position. We got to be a closing below this 200s. I don't mind that close. We should be okay maybe to TP now. I don't mind that close at the 190s. We might be okay to TP now. Gonna be patient here. Next bottom is the 92s or 87. Not really the reaction you want to see as a buyer or as a seller. I'm gonna take that there, boys. Probably left some on the table, but I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it. We're starting to gauge a reaction at this 200 level. So this is kind of a good idea. It's kind of a good time for me to show you what you're asking for. Oh my God, Juan, happy you're here, King. But Patrick, so this reaction I'm starting to gauge here is that we're at a bottom. We're holding this 200 whole number level, or they're starting to threaten it. And at any point, I think the buyers could come in here. It was all right, Twister. I think I got scared out of there. I think the 180s is probably in line, but the 200s, the way that we're starting to react off that is what scared me out of here. It's 10:30, gang. This thing's going to come rip down to 180s now. It's going to come rip down to the 180s because that's. Juan, what you missed though, gang? You didn't really miss much, bro. You missed a ugly little early price action. We had some 10 o'clock. This 10 o'clock Michigan news came in, finally gave us some volatility, pushed us down now into these 200 whole numbers. We were kind of targeting the 180s, barely got missed, and then we came back up here. Now I think it could come get a fill to these 80s, but I got scared out. I love when you trade with the trend. Hey, that's my boy. Thanks, bro. Small loss on Topstep, but caught small scalp on TPT Combine. Hey, that mean on the Combine. I say that means you can take a payout, but Combine's good too. Yeah, you know what it is, Juan. I'm done for the day. Hell yeah, Pat. Small loss on Topstep and then a win on the Combines, bro. That's a good day. That's the thing. We don't gotta hit home runs every day. Just gotta do what we can do. Excuse me. The 200's starting to hold. This is what I was kind of afraid of, right? Starting to see the reaction. Starting to see a bit of a reaction here at these 200 whole numbers. Personally, kind of want to stab along on this. Ascending here. Is this ascending? It's pretty ascension. Little steep trend line. Yes, this candle wick does break through it, but if we get a strong closure above it, it wouldn't really matter to me. It'd be enough of a validate, especially at this 200 whole number. So how we push back above 200, and now we're starting to maybe threaten this trend line. If we get a break of this trend line, I'll take a long and a retest of it. If we get some strength here. W Pat though, way to call it. You know, we don't got to trade everything. We just got to come in, make some base hits. I'm glad you missed the morning though, Juan, because there's really not a lot going on here, King. Starting to still react to this trend line. No entries, no push either way. 222 previous day high is a big spot. Oh no, wait, that's back to the 220s, 277s now. So that was Tuesday's high, is what we were dancing with. Just waiting to see the reaction here. We get a push above this trend line. It could indicate an entry. Either way, we keep respecting it. I probably won't short down in the hole like this. Starting to potentially try it here, boys. Lots of selling at this 212 level, though. You can see all the wicks. This is clearly a line in the sand. Bounced off it, broke through, and now bouncing off on the other side. So this 12 level is a pretty big price. Let's just be patient here. If we got a push and a closure around like the 10s, I'd be longing this 12 on a pullback. Oh shoot. Oh shoot, he says. Ugh, excuse me. Starting to find it now. Starting to threaten a push here. We've seen the structure that we would need to see, in my opinion, for a long. Still can't believe that starting to threaten it, but we're getting held in. We'll see. Again, this 12 level's pretty big. We're stuck at it right now. Buyers look like they want it. Sellers are holding it down. It's a little tug of war action going on. A little happy slappy back and forth. This bottom is good. This is a strong bottom, though. At a whole number, at a number that makes sense, and a previously, you know, I guess we didn't really trade it, though. This 90, the one that we bounced off, was just yesterday's VWAP prior to that, so. Sellers are getting this back in here now. Sellers are getting this back in here now, gang. Back to this 190s level. Kind of want to take a long here, actually. Hey, there he is. How we doing, Saucy? How we doing, King? As I said, we're gonna try a buy at these at this whole number, 200 whole number. We may not get it. This reaction is starting to look decent. Down 1100. No, Sauce. It's alright, buddy. She comes back. Looking for a fill to 201s here, boys. Teased at the 203s. Just got teased. Oh, NASDAQ. How you can do me sometimes so just inappropriately. Starting to like this structure here, gang. Really am. Would like a fill to 201s. Might be a little eager, or whatever the word is. Might be looking for a little higher now. 203s. One more push into that 203 level before you go, NASDAQ. Just one. One more push in that 203 level, and then go ahead. One more. Tap me in. Tap me in. Tap me in. Okay, we're in, boys. We're in. Risking our normal 200. Want to see a reaction out of here by these buyers. Kind of like that. Want to see it a little bit more, though. See this thing push above these 12s. The 12s is the price that we kept lining at before. If we get above these 12s, it could be decent here for a little bit of a move. Sellers are still holding that price though, it looks like. Started to get a little bit of a reaction at our price, but now we're kind of just holding again. Not really the price I actually want to see from a buying standpoint. This 12s number is big. We keep getting defended by these 10s, 12s. We got to get above that at the buyers here. Let's see a push now. Show us, NASDAQ. Hit the bid. Anyone got the phone number? Just, you know, smash the longs here. No, don't give me a YouTube ad right now. Don't do that. Trying to focus. Trying to focus. Don't give me an ad on my YouTube right now. Asana. Want to see this push out of here, boys. The longer we wait, the less likely I feel. I want to see this thing move. This 10s level is the big line. Come on, buyers. Get it past these 10s. There's going to be a lot of shorts with some stops here. If we can get above this, we should pop up. Come on, girl. Weak reactions, though, all around. Not really the candlestick you want to see as the buyer. I'm going to leave our order in, but it's definitely just got a lot uglier. I'm going to leave our order in, but it just got a lot uglier off of that reaction from that push candle. It's 10s is the level. We got to get through the 10s here. Nothing's real until we really push through here. We've been wicking this a lot. Here at the 11 still. Just trying it. They're trying it. Nothing's real till we get through there, though. Starting to get a push now. If we clear this previous top with a close, I'm going to put break even on, which looks like we almost just did. Putting our break even on. And now we just got to decide where I'm looking for. I'm going to look for a front run this high here. I'm going to look for that. Starting to get this girl to turn around for us. That 200 hole number was the spot there. We're going to leave this on. We could possibly get a VWAP trade. I just don't think that's really likely. I think we front run this move here. I like the 630. I like to look for a little more, but it's all right. Let's go, Pat. Let's see this thing play out here, huh? We got to support at that level. Market's been open for an hour and 15 minutes. I'm getting out of here in 15, y'all. If y'all can hit the like button for me, that helps a lot. Back tomorrow, except I won't because it's Monday, so or it's a weekend. So hopefully you get to enjoy our weekends. Hopefully this trade gets to play out. We had a good amount of things supporting us. EMA, 200 hole number, decent structure. We have our break even on, so now we're just waiting. We're either going to get paid or break evened. This is my final trade for the day, and then I got to get out of her. Nice push to the 22s. Want to see this thing continue to carry here. Nice push. Trying the 30s out. Try the 30s out. Let's go ahead and get that 4. Let's go get that 34. Let's go ahead and just get that 34 for you, boy. Let's go ahead and get that 34 for your boy. Rejected off the 30s. Why did you choose that buy, Juan asks. All right, bub. Well, we had a big level here at these 180s that we were really hunting. Didn't get pushed through when we were already short. We got this strong reaction off this 190, this candle here. Once that pushed back up, and then we got this retry, and then this second buy here, this candle here, this 1032 candle, gave me confirmation in this move that they're trying to support this. So then I waited. We spotted this trend line that we started ascending through. We got a break of it. One more reaction from the sellers to test this. They were like, no, I want this to be pushed down. So they tried again really hard there. Once the buyers reclaimed this trend line with this push at the 1038, I said, yeah, okay, they're going. So then I was just going to be buying any one of these pullbacks towards this bottom. And then we got the 203 fill, and now we're here. But we're currently turned it to 231s instead of where your boy needed. So that was sad, but we'll see what happens here. All the way back into this price now. I'd even consider adding at these 12s. I'm actually going to put one in if we get it. We're in profit, so I'll just adjust my stop loss. Excuse me. Does that make sense, though, Juan? What I was seeing? All right, we're in 2 here now, boys. Sad that our break even is so susceptible now. We could get break evened here. Yeah. We're just going to close that. We're going to get broke even on those 2 entries. Look for another entry here, though. At this level. 1047. Oh, I hate that. I gotta get out of here. Order block. Order block. Order block. But all right, gang. I really do got to get out of here early today, even though I was already late today. Our balance is at 15. We're up 4. It's all right. It's all right. Next week we'll be back. Seriously though, Juan, Patrick, y'all are the best. I appreciate you guys. Twister, WU for hopping in here, being quick. Spitz, as always, buddy, we're having a good time. Kid Savvy, you weren't first today, but hey, that's not what's important. You were here, and I appreciate it so much. Seriously, y'all, I enjoy hanging out. I enjoy doing this shit. So thank you, Pat. We'll be back tomorrow. Or actually, no, we won't. I keep saying that, but tomorrow is the weekend. So y'all better enjoy your weekend. Get some sun, drink some water, and yeah, spend time with the loved ones, because that's what we're doing this for. I kind of want to still take a stab at this, but it's just my emotion. I got to get out of here. Hell yeah, let's get these payouts, bro. All right, y'all. Take it easy, and I'll catch y'all. Peace. Hell yeah, you too, Spitz.